Today's video is about one of the most overlooked soul groups of the 70s. This group was founded by two former Motown producers and is arguably one of the most underrated and underappreciated soul groups to ever exist. The centerpiece of today's video is all about New Birth. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more videos. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. The roots of the band lies with Leslie and Melvin Wilson, who was gospel singers living in Muskegon, Michigan. After moving to Detroit in the late 60s, their interests remained centered in gospel. Melvin eventually met the Nightlighters, who at the time was backing up for Motown artists, and expressed the possibility that he and his brother could perform with them. As fate would have it, the two brothers became acquainted with former Marvellette and Bogan, who introduced them to Harvey Fuqua. Fuqua had three groups under his tutelage, with Love, Peace, and Happiness, the Nightlighters, and New Birth. All but two members of New Birth had left the group around this time, leaving just Lundy Lauren and Bobby Downs. The three groups toured and backed each other up and ultimately merged into one, with New Birth becoming the new name of the group. Leslie with his feisty vocals and Melvin with his more sincere appeal emerged as the primary lead singers. New Birth's first release was the R&B top 10 single that was led by Leslie. This single would be known as I Can Understand It. The single zoomed up on the charts, peaking at number 4 only after appearing on the charts for 12 weeks. In January of 1974, the group released one of their most celebrated hits and another top 10 entry with the song It's Been a Long Time. 'Cause I really love you. You are my only. Now that single was followed by the classic soulful ballad of Wildflower. Weight of all the fears and a sorrow no one hears. During this time, the group was living in California, which presented its problems, with egotism associated with the likes of Hollywood to the group management problems. The band's best interests began to suffer. On top of that, New Birth terminated its affiliation with their founder and producer Harvey Fuqua and long-term manager, also parting ways with RCA Records. In mid-1975, the group decided to sign with Buddha Records and immediately recorded their first and only #1 R&B single with Dream Merchant. After the 1977 album, Behold the Mighty Army, the Wilson brothers split from the group after too much fighting and growing tensions within the group. The group returned in 1979 with James Baker, Tony Churchill, and Austin Lander to introduce Jerry Bell as a new lead vocalist with the album Platinum City. And in 1982, they released the album I'm Back. When Leslie Wilson left the group, he went on to replace Jeffy Osborne and LTD. Jerry Bell left the group in 1981 to become the lead vocalist for Motown Das Band. However, by 1994, the Wilson brothers reformed the group and began performing at venues around the whole nation. Since the group's initial split, their songs has been covered and sampled from the likes of Jamie Foxx, who sampled their song Wildflower for his 2005 hit Unpredictable.
Baby, not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
The R&B group Something for the People sampled their hit It's Been a Long Time for their 1996 hit My Love Is the Shh. Lil Wayne sampled You Don't Have to Be Alone for his song La La.
17, cash money, young money. Born in New Orleans.
And Jerry Bell covered It's Been a Long Time in 2010.
Since I saw you, tell me, girl, how long?
Now, before I go, I have a few questions for you all. Do you think New Birth would have had a different turnout in their career if they was with MOTOWN? Also, what is your favorite song from New Birth?